Alex Pereira, Israel Adesanya. He's been beat twice by 2 or 3 times. How many times? I think 2 or 3 times.
Three times.
Three times.
3 times.
Alex is
2 times in kickboxing and once in MMA, and now they're going for the third one. And the first fight was very entertaining. Israel Adesanya is a great fighter, and he almost had Alex out. At the end of that one round, and that sucker came back, rebounded, and came back, and he's got the most devastating left hook in the business, in the MMA business. He throws it beautifully, and it's like you could be winning the whole fight against him, and he hits you with that one beautiful left hook, and all of a sudden you're on Queer Street. If you watch his fights, before that, you see that left hook. He catches a lot of people with that left hook. He was going great with Jeff Strickland, right? And they were doing good. Strickland was doing good. He was doing fine till he wasn't. That left hook caught him, and that was it. That's all she wrote. Well, with Adesanya, it was more back and forth. But when he caught him with that solid left hook, that was all she wrote for him too. And then he was all over it. And usually, Alex is still relatively new in the MMA. For him to win a world title that quick is pretty impressive. And being that Israel is not a grappler-based guy where he's going to look to take him down, and I don't know if his ability is that great or if he should focus on that, because that might get him too tired on something he's not used to, and it's going to take away from his stand-up. So I don't know. I don't know what the game plan is going to be. I do know that it's a hell of a fight. The first one was a hell of a fight, very entertaining. I love watching it because I've seen 2 of the very best that I've ever seen in the striking department and the actual game planning because of what their skill sets were at. It was a very, very entertaining fight for me, extremely entertaining. This time around, I probably won't watch it because, we're so many further hours ahead. I'm in Dubai time, so I'll be barely waking up, and I'm not going to wake up to watch the fight. I'll just have to look at the replays and whatnot. But
breakfast.
It's a very different. I'm not going to watch it. It's too early.
I recall something about, I think Alex's leg kicks put some destruction on Izzy's legs. And I think there was some mention, I heard about it, if I recall correctly. So if that's what happened, right?
It did start with the leg kick, but it could very well have been the leg kick that started it. But that left hook is
early on.
Patent. Yeah. But the left hook is his patent punch. Yeah, he's got the most devastating left hook out of anybody I've ever seen in MMA. And that guy, and also he's a huge guy. He's about 225, 230 pounds. Off season. And he drops down to 185. That's incredible. So that guy can easily go to 205 too. But I look at this as Izzy has done so much. I don't know what else he has to prove. So I don't know if he has it in him, to overcome Alex, because Alex is kind of now just starting to get into, being fed, and Izzy might be fed too much, whereas Alex is still hungry, and Alex has had his number 3 times. That gives him a lot more confidence. And for a person that's lost 3 times to somebody,
you ever fought anybody you ever fought anyone that beat you 3 times off?
No, I fought somebody that beat me once, and I beat him up the second time around, and the other person that beat me, I never fought again. But I have fought somebody 3 times, and in all honesty, every time I fought this guy, I got mad because he wanted to fight me again, and I beat him up worse every time. The last one, I stopped him in the first round. So. It's for the guy that beats you, 3 times, he's riding really high and confident. For the guy that's gotten beat, he's got to prove, and I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I just know that I favor the guy that beat him 3 times, because he's riding a really high momentum here, and the guy that beat him 3 times is not as financially set is the guy that got beat 3 times, right? Because he's been beating everybody, been main eventing, making a ton of money, and he's a smart guy. He's used his investments wisely, from what I hear, what he's saying, that I was doing this, he's doing that. buying this, that, and that. So who knows? He's probably well set. And a lot of the times, if the hunger is not there and the guy's got your number, well, shit, he just got your number. You know?
You know who I think is a scary guy for both of these guys?
Khamzat.
Khamzat.
Yeah,
Khamzat. Khamzat is the boogeyman.
Just my opinion is I don't give them. I don't favor them against Khamzat. I don't, because Khamzat's
Right.
skill set is grappling, and there is nobody like him in that 185-pound division. And I'm sorry, these guys aren't going to stop him. You know, if he stands with them, Khamzat stands with them. Good night for him.
Yeah, he can get put out. He could get put out by Alex.
Oh, he will get put out. For
Izzy
too.
Yeah,
Izzy too. Izzy will put him out too. They'll put him out. There's no way Khamzat can stand with those guys. Just like there's no way they can deal with Khamzat on the ground. Khamzat's a beast on the ground, and he's. I don't know if they ever do get an opportunity to fight. I'll take Khamzat over both of those guys.